This is Stonkington. I wanted to put together a video that went through some of the ways that I've been using Blackbox, picking up different lessons and skills, ideas to apply to my own trading. None of what I'm going to put in this video is a recommendation to buy or sell anything. This is just me kind of demonstrating what I've been learning at Blackbox and how to put all the different pieces together to make some good trades. So to start, just got the Blackbox site pulled up, and this was a trade. I wanted to break down this one that was a loss from yesterday, just because got to learn from those too. So to kind of start, I mentioned this in the last video. This is how when I'm reading flow during the day, these are the filters. Same as what 7-Star Mike was teaching, turn off ETFs. I have everything open. Otherwise, this is what I use. I like trading in the Roadhouse because I know Hell's is watching ETFs and it's just too much data for me, so I keep it to this. But the reason that I was watching Unity going into yesterday was this dark pool, decent size. So I was looking through the flow, kind of zoom in here, and this is not meant to be like top tier flow or anything, but we have 7-Star Mike's checklist of what we're always looking for here, and this one does hit some of it. So let's see, we got the same strike, same expiration, contract price did increase, ask and sweeps, but we're looking for multi-millions. This is weak, this is not a lot of money, but I was just going in, mainly focusing on this dark pool. I found this, and I'm watching, here's this chart with just that line of dark pool. We got a couple candles in, and, for me here, I didn't have my eye on the bigger picture that we have this huge Fed meeting. I was kind of just antsy, I guess, to get in a trade or something, but I had a bias. I had this dark pool on here, kept holding above, but I'm only watching on a 3-minute chart, and, this is part of the reason, again, appreciating Blackbox. Like, being in a room, we've got Hells. He's putting in live commentary on what we might hear out of the Fed. He's given us a reminder pre-market. You can't get stuck like a deer in headlights, blah, blah, blah. So, this was one after, we dipped, we popped back up, and then yesterday was just red after, Fed comments can have impacts like that, and it's really helpful for me to be like picking up on that from different traders that we have in the room. So this was one I cut. Got to like learn from the losses because yesterday was just a big red day after, the whole market went down. So that's just like lessons learned from yesterday for me. But really wanted to focus on Thursday, the day before. So reading out this flow, this is what we're looking for, and this came in Thursday morning. So this is the Blackbox version. I did kind of update my filters a bit so I can look into historical mode. And this is just like exactly what we're looking for. Sweeps, contract price moving up the whole way. And then there's even more data. I was looking at it here in Excel. It's a little bit more, it makes it a little bit more difficult to read, but if this is market time, you can just see the timestamps on this. It's crazy how they're just buying, and the contract price is moving up. So we're reading this, calling this live in the room, and just like watching AMD going through all this. That's just a way this is what we want to see. Again, this is not a buy or sell recommendation. This is just, how we used Blackbox in the past week. The other one that stood out was BABA. This was from Thursday, and we were reading this one live in the room. This is exactly what we're looking for. Just repeat all the way through. So, and this is kind of one of the points I wanted to make. We all have different styles and skills as traders, and I know mine is just reading this information and trying to pick out repeat lines and then identifying chart patterns, but I'm not good with keeping up on news or the bigger, market picture, which is, why I get a lot of value being in the Roadhouse. We have guys that are tracking news. We have people, making the commentaries. There was something that came out on Thursday with China shipping. I don't even know what it was, but it was like I'm in the room and I'm hearing that and seeing this flow. So Baba turned into a great trade on Thursday. And that's just kind of putting all these different pieces of using Blackbox, getting news from the guys that are sharing it. Sun, Breaktop, Hells, everyone's kind of throwing in market commentary as we go and see this flow. So that helps a ton. So I mentioned the other thing that I like to focus on is price action. So, I'm really just focusing on that alone, the up and down of the price movement throughout the day. So that brings me to one that I wanted to look at for NVIDIA, just like a simplified breakdown of how I would kind of chart this one out from different things I've been learning at Blackbox. So just kind of zoomed out view. I always start on the daily, look for anything like specific that if I see any patterns building out through here, maybe could start to see some kind of like head and shoulders on the daily. But if we go into replay mode, I mean, again, this one kind of ties into the value of being at Blackbox. So we had Hells giving us a reminder, listen in on this NVIDIA ER call. And you could basically hear them like giving up and saying, we don't know what we're doing and blah, blah, blah. So with that aside, again, I'm focusing on the technical, just price action, because that's just, I'm working towards my strengths as opposed to trying to, the more I think about what's going on in the market and those kind of things, it's like, I need to just read the chart. So Bender has a lot of TA skills. He's teaching us this stuff. He's showing us his ES charts throughout the day, and I'm always trying to, study what he's got going on there and apply it to tickers that I'm watching. And one that I've been, getting a lot of value out of is this parallel channel that Bender uses. So with this one, the reason that I like it, I do draw trend lines when I'm scalping during the day. That helps me identify patterns. But these parallel channels, I like using it to kind of see, because it gives you so many different places to line up price action where you might get a reaction from NVIDIA. And so it's like seeing just where this lines up. You get a reaction through this middle line here, and then, you can see repeat touches up there. So for me, it's like, trying to draw trend lines. There's a little, we're all looking for different patterns. Sometimes like, oh, this kind of looks like that. But this type of channel for me, it makes it a lot more clear where we might see, bounces. Again, not a buy or sell recommendation, but just this is something I like to use to kind of help me gauge direction. I was looking around at some of these lines here, and I think could maybe draw something going back down this way. I might have to fix this up a little bit over here. So it's like, these are just a couple other line ideas on NVIDIA and then sometimes we'll just change these colors up a little. So those are these parallel channels. Just been liking those for multiple ideas to get, trends. Three taps on a line makes a trend. Just good to zoom out. But I also, for me, I've got work, other things going on during the day. So personally, I'm a really short-term trader. I like scalps, and I like to look for pattern setups during the day. So if we switch over, so this was yesterday, 10:05 a.m. I had posted this out in the Roadhouse, a little flag building out here on NVIDIA. So if we do the replay mode on this one, we can go forward on our replay. and we're looking to get over to, we want to get to yesterday. So just keep going forward, and we're looking, so that's real time. We'll switch to a 1 hour, and we're looking for 10 a.m. Jump back to that. There we go. And then I'm going to just get rid of these other drawings, and we'll just focus on the price action on the 3-minute chart, which is the one that I use. So if we zoom in here, it's just a nice little flag building out here on NVIDIA. So this is where I do like to start drawing some of these trend lines this way. And just a little, we have a huge downward move. We mentioned earlier the Fed's talk and everything. So, it's all about risk reward. Looking, this is all good money if you're already short, but you don't want to chase. You can't chase low a day kind of thing. So I'm waiting for something to build out like this. And I put the chart there in the room. And then if we just let it play out, I'm just waiting for a break, keeping an eye on volume. Want to see it. And there it picks up in volume as we break down out of the pattern. So, that's kind of my style during the day for intraday trading. And then, just letting it play out. As a put, you can scale out on the way. It was Friday, so contract prices in the money were moving kind of crazily. But this is the kind of setup that I'm looking for. Posted that one in the room, but thank you for watching. That's all I got. I'll be working on what I'll be watching for next week, and I'll catch you guys in the Roadhouse. Thanks.